Texas hit by unprecedented sandstorm, leaving chaos in its wake. On March 14th, Texas witnessed an unprecedented natural disaster when a severe sandstorm slammed into the Panhandle region with winds reaching up to 85 miles per hour. From the early hours of the morning, residents and drivers in Amarillo and surrounding areas found themselves trapped in extremely dangerous conditions. Visibility dropped to zero on major highways such as Interstate 27 and Interstate 40, leading to multiple crashes and leaving hundreds stranded on the road. The National Weather Service had warned in advance about the risk of strong winds and airborne dust, but the intensity of the storm far exceeded expectations. By mid-morning, powerful gusts carried massive amounts of sand and dust, engulfing the region in a thick cloud that made it impossible to see beyond a few feet. Drivers like Ronald Bohr, who was traveling from Amarillo to San Angelo, were caught in the chaos with no way to escape. We were stuck between 40 and 50 cars in the middle of the dust storm. You could hear people screaming for help, but the dust made it impossible to see or guide others, Bohr recalled. The back of his truck was ripped off by the wind, illustrating the storm's sheer force. The impact of the wind wasn't limited to the highways. In Amarillo, power poles and lightweight structures were knocked down, leaving thousands of residents without electricity. Xcel Energy and local authorities worked tirelessly to restore power despite the extreme conditions. In Lubbock, winds reached up to 80 miles per hour, damaging infrastructure and forcing emergency crews to repair downed power lines. Electronic road signs along Loop 289 warned drivers about the hazardous conditions, urging them to slow down. Beyond the road accidents, fires broke out in nearby areas due to the combination of strong winds and low humidity. The threat of wildfires prompted the Texas Forest Service to issue alerts and coordinate evacuations in vulnerable communities like Allen Reed, where flames spread rapidly due to the high winds. Authorities urged residents to stay alert for evacuation orders and avoid any activities that could spark accidental fires. As the storm moved forward, it extended beyond the Panhandle, affecting northern and central Texas. In Oklahoma and New Mexico, the high winds also caused havoc, ripping off roofs and damaging more power lines. The National Weather Service warned that strong winds could persist for several more hours in these areas, with gusts reaching up to 100 miles per hour in some locations. Experts explained that this extreme event was caused by the rapid intensification of a low-pressure system over the Central Plains, creating a pattern of intense winds and dry conditions. Highways became deadly traps for many drivers. In Randall County, multiple semi-trucks were overturned on Interstate 40, blocking traffic and causing miles-long backups. In other areas, the wind pushed vehicles off the road and triggered chain reaction crashes. Texas transportation officials shut down several highway sections, issuing urgent warnings for residents to stay home unless absolutely necessary. Meteorologists warned that while the winds would die down in the coming days, similar events could occur again this spring, a season known for powerful windstorms in the region. Experts advised residents to stay informed about weather forecasts and take precautions in case of future warnings. The Texas Department of Transportation reminded drivers that in these conditions, it is crucial to slow down, turn on headlights, and, if possible, stop in a safe location until the danger passes. Despite the disaster, the community's response has been remarkable. Neighbors and volunteers have come together to assist those affected, providing temporary shelter, food, and aid to those stranded in the storm. Images of the storm's destruction have spread across social media, raising awareness about the importance of being prepared for extreme weather events. In times like these, safety must be the top priority. Thank you for watching, and we hope this information was helpful.